In today's class, we are going to be learning how to blend letters, how to blend different sounds together. But then we'll be starting with two-letter words, okay? Two-letter words, so that it's very simple for your child to learn how to read. Because we cannot start with 4 letters, 5 letters, 3 letters. It will be too difficult, you understand? So I always like to teach my kids to read with two-letter words. And now we're going to do that using the voice sound. So today we're going to be learning. Remember in our last class, we said that we have 5 voice sounds. What are they? We have the A, E, O, O. Fantastic. So in this class, we're going to be forming or making out two-letter words from the voice sound. Do you understand? Fantastic. Now let's dive into what we'll be doing today. So the first voice sound that we'll be using is the B, is the A. So we'll start number one. We are going to be joining the voice sound with the consonant sound. Okay? So we have B, A, Ba. Okay? It's not B, A, because most kids will make that mistake. It is Ba. You flow into it, okay? You flow into it. So it's Ba. Fantastic. The next one is, remember C? You always ask your child, what sound does C make? The child will tell you, what sound does A make? The child will tell you, ah. So now let's blend those sounds together. You hear something like, ah. Fantastic. Please, if your child is saying, ah, there are ways to go about it. I think I will discuss that in my next video. How to help children that are finding it difficult to learn. Fantastic. So now let's continue. So this is D and A. So that's D, ah, da. Fantastic. F and A. That's and fa. Fantastic. G. Ah, ga. Fantastic. Ah, ha. Fantastic. J. Ah, ja. Fantastic. Ah, ka. Fantastic. L. Ah, la. La. You flow into it, okay? Always remember to flow into it. Mm. Ah, ma. Fantastic. Mm. Ah, now, fantastic. So what you're going to do for me, you're going to move from N to Z with your child, okay? You move from N to Z with your child so that we can move to the next verse and make 2 letters out of it. Is that okay? Fantastic. So you and your child should you should practice the ones from N to Z. So you get to, let's say, T and T. Ah, so you do that with your child. Ta, fantastic. So now let's move to E, the E voice sound. So now we're going to make 2 voice sounds from the E sound, okay? The first one is, okay, if this is 2 letter, it is pronounced as B, E, okay? Because it's a one syllable sound. But then if it's in words that are obviously more than two, we pronounce it as B, E, B, okay? Not B, okay? So fantastic. So the next one is C and E. All right, there's a rule here, although we've not gotten there yet, but there's a rule here. Anytime E comes after C, we don't pronounce the C as, we pronounce the C as S. Do you understand? se, okay? Se, fantastic, not ke, okay? Not ke, fantastic. De, fantastic. Fe, fantastic. Ge, fantastic. All right, this is also like this. Now, it's also a one syllable sound. It's pronounced as he, but when in the midst of other letters, it is pronounced as he, fantastic. So, but when it's just two, when it's just this two letter, we pronounce it as he, okay? So now let's continue. So next one is J, J, fantastic. K, K, fantastic. L, L, fantastic. All right, this is also like this too, okay? Do you understand? So this is pronounced as me when in the midst of other words, but then when it's pronounced, when it's alone, when it's standing alone, it's pronounced as me. Do you understand? There are a lot of technical ways to explain this, but because we're explaining it to kids, we don't want to bore them with those technicalities. Do you understand? Fantastic. So we have me or me. That's how I teach them. Ne. Fantastic. So do this till you get to Z with your child. Do you understand? Fantastic. So that we can move to the next for some. Fantastic. All right, so we are moving to the I sound now, okay? So we have E. I makes E. So the first one is B. E. B. Fantastic. E. Remember I said anytime I comes after I and E and Y, when it comes after C, it makes the S sound, okay? So this is E, C, not key, not key. Fantastic. D, E, D, fantastic. E, F, fantastic. G, E, G, fantastic. E, he, okay? He, okay? This is also a just the same way we did for me, B, and the other one in the formal voice sound. This is also called high, I, okay? But then it is he, okay? When it's standing alone, it's high. When it's with other uh, when it's with other words or other alphabets, it is he. Fantastic. You get to find that out when we are doing three sound, four letters. You get to find that out when we are doing three letters, four letters, you understand? So it does not make high, it makes he. But when it's standing alone as two letters, it's making high. Fantastic. G, E, G, fantastic. E, K, L, E, Li, E, me, E, me. Fantastic. So I've done some here. Those ones that I skip, try as much as possible to do it. If you notice, you'll discover that I'm skipping the vowel sounds here, and that's for a good reason, okay? So I like to make things very easy for my kids. Do you understand? So you do from N to Z with your child. Do from N to Z with your child. So that's your third assignment in one video now, okay? So now let's move to the next one, which is up, okay? Fantastic. we have the O sound. So we have B, O, B, fantastic. Now, who comes is it leaves the sound and moves to the K sound. So this is K, O, K. Okay, this also one syllable, D, O, Do. But then when it's standing alone, it is pronounced as do. Okay? When it's standing alone, it's pronounced as do. Fantastic. O, fo, g, o, go. But when it's standing alone, it's pronounced as what? Go. Fantastic. O, ho, j, o, jo. Fantastic. O, ko. Fantastic. O, lo. Fantastic. O, no. But when it's standing alone, it is also called or it's also pronounced as no. Okay? No or no. When it's with other letters, it's pronounced as no. But when it's standing alone, it's pronounced as no. Fantastic. All right, so your assignment is to do this to Z with your child, okay? Z, O, Z, okay? Do this to Z with your child. And the last one for today that I'll be blending is the consonant with the O sound. That's the last vowel sound, okay? The last vowel sound, okay? Fantastic. So now let's go. B, O, F, fantastic. O, K, fantastic. D, O, D, fantastic. O, F, fantastic. G, O, G, fantastic. Most times when you are writing phonics, a lot of persons or one of the rules is that you use um small letters to write it. But I discovered that I like to switch things up when I'm teaching my kids. So I can either go with small letters or true, or I can begin with an uppercase, that's it, capital letter, then small letter, or I can just go with capital letter all through. Do you understand? It's to make sure that the kids are following. Do you understand? Because most times when you train your kids with just small letters, when they see capital letters, it's very difficult for their brain to. I don't know. I've tried it a lot of time, and this is what I found out that really works for me and with kids or the kids that I've taught. So far, I've taught a lot of children, more than 300 so far. Okay, so personally, actually, one on one. That's why we keep saying that if you know you're in the UK, US, or Canada, and you need a private tutor, either you want them to learn how to read or you want to teach them maths, chemistry, science, do well to send me a message. If you go down to my description, you'll see my WhatsApp phone number. You can just reach out to me. And also, for those of you that have not downloaded our free phonics book, please do well to download our phonics book. The link is also in the description. Thank you so much. And if you are watching this video and you have not subscribed, please do well to hit the subscribe button. This will make a lot of kids learn. This is what a lot of persons are charging thousands of pounds to teach, thousands of dollars to teach. That's what I'm doing here. So do well to subscribe and it will help the algorithm push the video to a lot of parents. Thank you. So, oh, God, fantastic. Oh, oh, fantastic. Oh, job, fantastic. Oh, co, fantastic. Oh, lo, fantastic. Oh, more fantastic. Oh, no, fantastic. All right, so your last assignment is to do this to Z, which is oh, zo, fantastic. If you notice, I don't just start teaching children a lot of big things. We start from the simple things, okay? Then you keep on adding, line upon line, precept upon precept. You understand? So, and if you can follow my video, be rest assured that your child is going to know how to read in a space of 2 weeks. That's if you are watching everything together. But if you are following it, just know that your child will not have problems really. All right, so remember I gave you 5 assignments. If you have done the assignment, just type done. I did the assignment with my child. This is what I found out. Anything that you want to ask me, please make sure you drop it in the comment section. Then I'll see you in the next video. In the next video, we're going to learn how to blend 3-letter words, okay? That's what we're going to do in the next video. So we're going to learn using the A, E, or just the same way we did it now, but then it's going to be very broad because now we're moving into 3-letter. Fantastic. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.